because his righteousness govern the world.
The Rootsland Podcast. Stories that are music to your ears.
After 3 decades of living in Jamaica and working as a music producer, Henry K. has learned there is nothing a record company loves more than a young reggae artist with potential. Unless it's a young, white reggae artist with potential. Join us for Season 6 of Rootsland as we explore the music industry's obsession with finding a great white reggae superhero and the endless supply of willing suburban kids ready to step right into that role. Rootsland Season 6. Every little thing's gonna be all white. Available July 4th, wherever you gain your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Wolves and sheep cloud.
The following feature is rated SM for spiritual maturity and is not intended for the immature who wishes to remain as such. The views expressed are not necessarily those of our sponsors, as they sometimes could care less about what the host is saying, but is more concerned about having their product on a popular show. Warning, small minds, listen at your own risk, as this content is extremely overwhelming and may do further damage to those minds closed off to objective reality. Approach with an open mind, as the heavy nature of the content will lick your chip.
In the meantime, 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 in between time, time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, boom, 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 time.
All right, Purple Nation. There again, one more bonus episode of In the Meantime. Bonus episode 23. I think we're entitled Politics, Facts. Alright, do remember to like, share and subscribe. And all the links in the description to support the channel. Me have a little longer show here now than what is usual these days. So make we get tonight.
My name is Isaiah, and I love In the Meantime.
This section of In the Meantime is brought to you by Renaissance Immigration, the cure for the Canadian strain of immigration anxiety. Call Renaissance now at 437-703-114728. The consultation is absolutely free. And on the American side of all immigration concerns, there's Lewis Law Professional Association. They've got your back on all matters related to visa, citizenship, removal of conditions, waivers, and much more. Call Lewis Law now on 954-530-1717.
At this time, I go out to the people in Hawaii who lose them people and their house in a serious blaze, you know? I'm living in a constant state of prayer, so they hide them in night. And we don't see the real estate politics we are play out. But remember, God, whosoever you perceive him or it to be, nah sleep. Never doze off yet. I mean, no 2 yards here for there everywhere. And now upon the planet, including Hawaii, nah escape a yard here try to make a better life. And to them Jamaican, them I say, remember, say if you no place burn down, you know, with all on the papers. Or if a few papers, somebody bad mind and use like the fire. No bother ball, man. Call JM Documents and Services now 850-775-5413 or email jmservices120@gmail.com. Everything ready back.
Purple Nation.
In the meantime, you've got a voice note.
Aliens, brother. Craig is again, you know. You know, so I don't know the man don't know who him talk to. Think he don't pick up the voice still, but I mean, I saw it go. Such is such. Watch you know. You know me, I listened to your response on the last program about the lady saw thing. And bad man right now, me still think she wrong, you know. She just a channel her mindset in a different way now, Papa. Right? She just a hide it behind Christianity, brother. Yo, I know me know say yo, the Christian them are some hypocrite them, brother. Yo, to me, I still kiss out my ass or my bum, she want to say. Yo, she fi change her style, me dan. Yo, right now, this I bring me back to our skin out and our vulgar days, brother. And you are come tell me about, oh, she's stuck in the middle, so she have to go back to her old crowd. But man, a theory and speculation that, brother. And theory have to put to the test first, brother, before it can become facts, me dan. Yo, she look confused to you? Eh? Or she genuinely use religion as a convenience, me brother. Yo, watching man. Sir P right in pa. Yo, a unicorn and I said, you know. If you want to know me I talk about, brother, check the video there with me send you. Yo, me I go and hold in the brother. You hear that?
I still not pick up a who, but it sound like a game you play. So like you ask question where you not truly want to answer for. To you go and it sound like them all find a goat miss in the morning. Can you take a rope out for hang yourself with it? You sound depressed. And I mean I say no like when people disagree with me. Alright, for those who don't know, Craig sent a voice note to the previous episode. I make statement and I ask question. And now this way I hear a theme reply to my answer them. If you want to get up to speed, check out the episode. Alright, purple people, see the clip here where him saying.
Youngs, listen. Link me for half one of the unicorn meat. If you buy that story, then you'd buy unicorn meat. So link me for half one. Speaking about unicorn meat, you understand say 2 laps them. Right, that's 2 laps them from Tina Twins. You have curly locks and 2 laps. If you understand say. Right, they must sell UFO meat. I understand a business, competition, right, is fair. Right, competition is normal. But trust me, unicorn meat nicer than UFO meat. And as a bonus, my unicorn meat now come pre-season. So when you come from work, you don't have about a season on it. Come season, right, with half pound of rice. So link me, right, for the unicorn meat. Because me say, since people actually entertain this nonsense, right, about farm, task force go here to go fight gangs. Right, CARICOM I go here to go fight gangs. The same CARICOM countries they can't fight gangs in their own country. Right, I go fight the Asian gangs. Link me for the unicorn. Anyway, Agent Squad, big up on yourself,
Ah boy, but not even gonna talk about that yet. First things first. Oh, you sound like you read comments and I say back things, so things that people say. It really sound like you say back things that people that say in the comment section in the last episode. Especially a youth named Kemelos. Anyway, I'm not on this reply now because I don't get in on the last episode already. Why you try mad off yourself? I figure out other people's intention. Say that's why nothing not change. Because we feel like we can are supposed to fix the world through other people. And you're right. Because she can, like most of them, when we suspect most of them, I use church for cover. But what you gonna know? Whether that she do or not. Oh, you know. She not gonna tell you. So why worry about what you don't have no control over? And in the episode, we never did discuss our intention. The issue was about our music. We can only speculate. So we have to leave all things and people to time. Because time reveal all things and people. But see problem here, most people want to take a time job and do it themselves. That them want to reveal all things and people, and that can't happen. That will never happen. So what seems to bother you is according to you, our music style is not Christian. So it's a Christian can use dancehall to express themselves. Alright, if you used to use a cup for drink juice, and then, make we say, juice was used to make you unhealthy, and then you discover the health benefits of water, you that dash your cup because it used to carry juice? Nothing wrong with music, the way you use it to express. Look on our music, or I should have said, dancehall, like that cup there. And she used to use it deliver some sweet but poisonous juice to her body. Where she's supposed to take care of if she want to live long. But she addicted to the poisoning of the cup, like most people, and a kill off herself slow. Now picture her body where she a poison as the people. And one day she realized that she had destroyed her body there, with the poisoning in her cup named dancehall. And then she find God where Jeremiah 2:13 describe as the living water. We're good for our spiritual health. She fi dash with the cup because it used to carry poison, or she fi wash it out and repurpose it to carry the right thing, aka the living water. If you go say when people actually try practice righteousness, them get stuck in a middle and tempted to go back where them a come from. A theory. Then they never try practice the right thing yet. And again, me can't truly speak for Sir, because I don't know our intention. But in my own experience, it double hard for actually righteous in our world where the devil or ego are play on both sides of spiritual war we are going in our consciousness. May I tell you that? It make we have everything as an idea and lack out God, which is the process of everything where no idea can't turn real without. Every idea of married to God, aka the processor, nowhere going. Ego make people, whether Christian or Rasta, you name it, religious without conviction or commitment to any kind of practice, but instead commitment to a show. Make everything look like say, rather than actually do them in practice. Them about to an ego will make them interpret success as having to have the favorable or good opinion of everybody. Around the clock, look, I'm doing what you like, please like me. Them a play and can't tap. How much long-term relationship or marriage mash up because one or both people committed to showing the marriage instead of actually doing it, so them can actually have one? How much? So yes, brother, people who actually try to practice good are always stuck in a middle without any real home, because both the so-called good and bad people are do the right things for the wrong reasons. May I tell you that? And the reason they have your attention, not salvation. And if you go make the mistake for try practice what you preach and make them see the God where them are run from in a you, then them not stop till them bring you down or done with you and go somewhere else where them can get for pretend for be good in peace. Some man can relate to this. You never have a girl yet where you couldn't tell nothing at all. She not take no talk, but you and her left. And she do everything where you beg her to do. For her new man. Why you think if a woman give a man bun and him find out, she always left him 90% of the time? Because him know her flaws and she know how to remember them. Enough time the relationship can work, you know. But she know how to remember how fucked up she is. So she have to go where she can comfortably pretend. In that system, yeah. The real seen as fake and the fake seen as real. You allowed to pretend to be good, but do it now. You go either for a runway, dead, or like maybe people say, end up mad out. Still news alert. At the same war on every level. Picture Babylon like that gal there. Whenever I hear nothing about Marley, that's it. But after I'm gone, you know, she grow lax and attack louder than every Rasta. And holier than thou. But why she shot Bob Marley and not CHRONIXX? Because Bob represent a truth that was her enemy. And CHRONIXX and most of the prep school Rasta and them Disney branch of reggae is a mask where she wear for fool the masses. It is no longer fighting against our immorality. She mimic it. One more mask where she wear for fool people. Just like how she kill every Christ and fool the masses with Constantine, Al Sharpton, Creflo Dollar, and Joel Osteen them. People who tell Batman say them now do nothing wrong for you go against nature. When them choose a perversion of objective truth. Why them kill King but not Jesse Jackson? Me answer that already. And don't get me wrong, you know, most of who no see a talk tough to and burn the most fire is in no way different from the people who used to stay quiet. Them just take two different approaches to serving the same ego or devil. I mean, say nothing new, you know. I see him story. The whole heap of time is the whole heap of them who chat tough and wicked. Like how Peter did chat tough and wicked when he turned upside of Christ. And when him see the Roman them a give out cross and big nail. Alzheimer's and amnesia, him no remember Christ. Oh, me? I must want different, brother. I know me. And just like Christ, you have to forgive them because they don't know what them do. I mean, I pronounce no human being one way. And decide that them can't change. Because all the way just the one choice away from change. Because even Peter did redeem himself and get back on track. So CHRONIXX or anybody no can do it. And you see if anybody just hear me say that. And the first thing in your head, if you say, Jano, ruin it for you. Because you think I just fire me a bun. If you just feel like the program not nice enough. Because even though I burn some people dirty ways, me still I say them can change. Then ask yourself why nothing not change. You don't have to tell me, just if you know that, you just think. So yes, CHRONIXX, both the so-called good and the bad. I serve the same ego devil. And them I come for anybody where them say I practice good. Because them is a threat to anybody where I pretend goodness. And use it as politics to get where them are. Whether money, power and attention or the power of attention. And this is not theory. I know myself, so I know a human being. The whole way I fight the same war between good and evil in our consciousness. Let me say that again. That are not theory or speculation, that a fact. We put to the test every morning from the first man taking first breath. I mean, I agree, we have to call out people when them now move right. But what is move? Move is motion, action. You know, sound like Christian. So if you're so serious about Christian now move right, then why you not do it? And if you're a Rasta and you believe like you say them are hypocrite and sitting wrong with them, then where them do or how them do it shouldn't bother you. And as your Sir P comment on the clip where you send to prove your point, me a one man, I should have known that already, we question small clips or anything at all. You never send a link to the whole episode. So I can't know the full extent of what him say, when him say, the twin them I sell unicorn meat. I don't know if him catch up on himself and correct it. Because I never do no topic on farm no task force to go hate it. But it's still a reference it to a way. Me no know and truly can't say what Sir P means. So from the perspective of my personal ignorance to so much information we left out, this not going to be an answer to Sir P. But to most people overall, it just bungle away existence. And truly believes that them know what they must see when them do that. That clip here present an opportunity to show how dangerous the habit is. You have people who know me personal, on a personal level. And say them respect me. And for example, me and them for do something and them for get back to me with certain information regarding that something there. And when me look, me say, no phone not ring all day. Me call, me can't get them there when we finally get them. Me say, what go on with that thing there? Hear what them say now. Them me not tell you already, man. And me say, me not talk to you from when. And him simply just say, I must see your brother then. They no you same way, man. And me say, you really believe that? And him say, you know what me mean, man. This man was supposed to respect we on an individual level. Store the two-way number under one contact as twins. And just dial any one I two number them. I say him respect me. You can't respect me. I don't know me on that individual level there. Or care to know me on that individual level there if you can't make the effort to see the individual and understand who it is you actually talk to. But understand it, but that don't make it less annoying. Because no matter what I say about difference, most I want to see we as exactly 100% the same. To such an extent that when we not do or say the same thing, we don't process it as such. Or if you respect me and I know me, most I want to respect on your own idea of me. Which is a lie, I want to know. Because it's not as simple as we want to think. This is why I'm telling you all the while. So me and my brother have different views on a whole heap of things. Even if sometimes them sound like the same views. Them not. And that's alright. We are big man. So I tell people all the while on our program. Try ask question before you credit or punish we for one another action. Suppose him consider something where me, Curly Locks, do or say as foolishness. And you just see him and say, Curly, me rate or hate that. What you say now? Worse if it's something him not agree with. You know how annoying and irritating that is? I hear most on the response when we correct on him. You know what I mean, man? I fuck with that. Cause not even you don't know what you mean. Cause you have to know what you say in order to know what you mean. And if you go just say, them, when not just one person you mean to say, then you don't know what you say. So I better you not say nothing if you're too lazy to find out what you say. A whole heap of time people send that clip I can't give me. And you know, so I'm glad you actually send it. Because I get to use it. Make we use the moment as another practical example of one of my most popular concept named twin reality. I don't know by now so that are two things will look the same but completely different in a character or nature. But people fail to see the difference because them simplify reality and bungle up everything about everything in a one simple little idea or story. And I know say everything what them expect from that story there unrealistic. So now just think, as me always usually ask them to think, how much people that dirty habit here may cut off all some people for all 30 years. And I know say almost nothing where them feelings farm off about these people. That's true. Nothing at all. Because them don't know say them never did factor in all of the information about the people them, where them should have think about. Anyway, read Planet Earth and you understand how that dirty habit there. They are the root of every conflict we ever face. And this is not a dunce problem, it's a humanity problem. Because if this thing were even the most above average human process things in a bulk, like how for example the average Jamaican where that dunce are bright, just call every powder soap Fab. When Fab had it just one brand of powder soap. A true, then even some of the most intelligent monks we, even Sir P at times, now I go truly know what you. And I go sell unicorn meat and I know. Or not notice it. Sir P me know say when you say you sell it, a sarcasm if you say you not sell it. But the habit, what I talk about, unconscious. So most people are going to sell unicorn and not even know. And you get catch or sell mermaid meat from Mars with that one yeah. In a whatever episode that it be. Because the statement are not true. And again, that if you never eventually realize and clear it up in the part when me not here. But the lesson valid anyway. And if you like the average person season the unicorn meat to the bone with the assumption that people are going to know what you mean when you say them then the action there for somebody will be a credible and factual source of information. Would I be irresponsible? How about people when I know what you mean? And really consider the them for mean them. And who tell you say me agree or disagree with my brother assessment or whatever you are criticize. Cause that look like it's so far back, me no remember what that. Yet you said them and not him. Even though, to your credit, you did call him name first, but then you call mine and end it with them. I understand, so we are twin, and I saw people process twin, but as a professional, you can't do that. I expect a man like you to do the basic research, but tell you exactly what you see. Cause you know how much people will follow you now, go take the time out for research. What is what or who is who, and I go form them strong opinion after that them there, where you say. Mankind shouldn't get too confident in them intelligence, you know. Cause compared to how we know the whole of it blind. Me, you, my brother, blind to full reality, and at some point base my ignorance. Buy and sell unicorn and think a chicken, and I sell it back as such. And that are the real illusion. In other words, unicorn meat are not the real problem, you know. And the think what we think a chicken. And even when we find out say no chicken, we still sell it as chicken. Cause we ego too big to admit so we did wrong. The illusion evolved way past unicorn meat long time, bro. At Disney World it there, long time. We actually live in a complete unicorn reality. And that's the problem there. And I just totally covered over one part of selling meat. You know see how much Mickey shows them a mouse when Minnie Mouse do them all type of thing. And them still not left cause them afraid for lonely. And I know say a God or what me call your true self in your loneliness. You know say Snow White they all bought a fucking 7 dwarf and their father. And people respect her feet. You know say Cinderella always want a new shoes no matter how much she have. And if the next man put it on her foot, she gone. You know, see Rapunzel addicted to her Brazilian hair. And all she want a millionaire. And I want to settle down like she thinks she gonna live a millionaire. You know, see how much man hear about leprechaun and pot of gold in a rainbow. And go feet and get them body bust. And if you over there taste the rainbow, call them licky. The whole reality, brother. Unicorn is a small part of it. You know, see a wishing well it reach. Where people just wish for be something at them that you can't tell them nothing. You know, see people say them a post. And of course vet for respect them postly wishes. You know, see scammer identify as artists and can't sing a song to save their life. And them artists you stand there. Tell them nothing, no? If we are going to counter the illusion, we have to see the wider context of it. And we are going to always in it. Because everything what we think and how we think it, I go always put we back in a problem where it occurs. We have to stop use partial reality. But that's a problem there. Because you have to have time and patience. And that most of we not have. Especially with the social media where we in a hurry to say something and go viral. If we not stop to think, we are going to sell unicorn. And kill we dead, we right about the opinion what we farm. And nobody can tell we nothing. Purple Nation. I want to see how much I want to show you over the years. I play out another one voice note here. So I'm going to get something straight. Last time you, CHRONIXX, basically say Serpy work ineffective. But now it's effective in a little part where you feel so you can use against me. And quench your thirst for win a conversation. This is what I mean when I tell you that the average human way more selfish than them think. And if them keep it up, a matter of time before no fish no left in I see, everything sell. Selfish people. Where everything a true or lie based on how them want to feel about something. For whatever reason. Them no care whether or not are actually true. Just like most with the unseen, undiscovered habit there. Me no feel like Serpy mean nothing by it. However, it's still a habit will cause more problem than it solve. And if you, CHRONIXX, say somebody who is a fan of Serpy, then you have to say somebody who have enough respect for my work. Because they're all over female. You know see that? Why you never send one of them clip that way him credit or big up my work? If me did agree with CHRONIXX, with where I said on the last episode, then me wouldn't get that Serpy clip here. Because when him see it, him would say a lie. Them man the real. Now think of the facts that 90% of who you are going to ever try argue or converse with are just like CHRONIXX. It don't make sense to argue with them. You are going to pay for it with your health. Because a headache alone can come out of that. But I better them call you coward man call you dead. Because blood pressure or heart attack make you drop down and try convince them. Say, them not think straight. Alright, CHRONIXX, may you good same way. All way out.
This section of In the Meantime is brought to you by Renaissance Immigration. Renaissance believes that as long as there was a way into your immigration problem, there is always a way out. Call Renaissance now at 437-703-114728 The consultation is absolutely free.
I remember if you check out Jamaican tours, them are the ultimate in a local island touring. With Jamaican, you get to experience Jamaica in a different way. Them have a ground lock, and if a security, you know you don't have to worry about that. Check them out on Facebook, Jamaican Tours, Instagram, Jamaican Tours, Twitter, Jamaican Tours. And remember, if you check the website and see where you want, them can tailor a package just to suit your specific needs. Do it now, man. Do it now, man. Do it now, man. Do it now, man. Do it now, man.
In the meantime.
And purple people do remember to keep sending on a text and voice note to the IMT hotline, which is 876-285-9615. That is 876-285-9615. The book them and the rest of merchandise can order from this the same way. And talking about book, members of Planet Earth available for Amazon in all form. And you can get it locally at JA Deals. In a Park Plaza, right across from the bus center. In the same plaza where Mother's Day, you can't miss that. And them ship island wide, and if you want to know where them have them other location, www.jadeals.com. And them ship internationally too. The Road to Zion also available on Amazon. And the physical copy are available locally soon. And also the audio version I Road to Zion soon ready.
In the meantime.
Gangsta is purple. I tell you family say that. When we say purple, we mean that.
In the meantime, you've got a voice note.
Yeah, voice box. Big up yourself, my G. I see that talk to you, my Jenna. Two issues more you address me or give me your opinion on it. One, the Prime Minister them and the representative of the government them attack so them want to build this new parliament, which the public hospitals them in Jamaica gone to the dogs. Why you think them want to use that money where them are planned to use, build a new parliament, fix up the hospital them so the people them can see them is actually a good leader? Why your opinion on that? Why you think them uno do that? Or if that ever come to their mind? And the next thing, good music, I realize that the people them love good music. If you see anytime you see Bugle touch a stage show, no matter who they on the stage show or work at any event, and an artist like Bugle touch it, the entire crowd are sing. So deep down the people them know good things and still love good things, but why you think them still gravitate to the bad?
Alright, that's it. The right thing would have been to divert the funds that they're going to use build this parliament for no other purpose than for further inflate them already inflated egos. To the hospital. Could I really better them do that? But they not have to go there for medical care. Them have to them well taken care of place them where them go. And if them they full them go to Miami. Them live in a bubble. And the public hospital locate outside of that bubble there. So on a priority. That's why I see it there. Big Gleaner headline. Only 47% of the equipment in the public health sector fully functional. And I mean I make it up. See it on the screen there. But you know what is true, brother? All of them for years have ignored and will continue to ignore all of them issues here where the people them point out. Daily, weekly. They don't care what we think. And here is why. Them know them not to care what we think. Because them know so we ignorant and confused. At least most of we ignorant and confused till we can't truly form our opinion and actually keep it. Because if we don't truly understand something, and that's the problem they not understanding. If we don't truly understand something, then we're stuck in our paranoia and our anxiety when it comes to that thing there. Also in our attempt to try figure it out, we move from one view to the next view. Because we're not sure. So always I got talk and not serious. When we don't understand the issue or issues where we are talking about. So pay increase to politician over public sector workers, teachers, etc. And a big uproar in a couple of weeks gone. We not go take it and this and it have it done. It have it done, yes. But you know what done? The so-called serious, always say we're serious about the issue. When something new happened this week, and we can't remember what we did vex about last week. Chop asleep. We not about to worry about cashless. What that I go do? Ask the average person right now, what not do for prepare for that? Still have to talk about that. And them not conscious of that, them are saying of them, that how them process it, and the attitude they you get from them. Like, that done. And yet it not resolve. Yet, we not do nothing at all for prepare to stand up to that. A whole heap of other things where we claim say affect we. So I said, them not do certain things because them not have to. Because the people them not serious and them know. Leaders only respect the concerns of people who are serious and consistent with them seriousness. Outside of that, all them are going to always do is just wait way out till we forgot about what we serious about and do what them want to do. As soon as the next news come out with distract we from what we did serious about at that time, them are going to do the things that we da uproar about while we now look over the side there again. So that's it there. And for the question about good music, brother, as I say already, and I go always say, at the same all war I play out in our consciousness. I play out in all scenario. In our evil world, evil attractive and good unattractive. But the attraction to evil and our natural one is a habit. You see, like how we attracted to food, we make us fat and unhealthy. But it wicked if you stop name the food there. That's how we attracted and addicted to drama. Know that. Every belief what we ever use to interpret reality, and everything where them believe there, lead with you think make our life meaningful. Lead we right back to the drama where we consciously believe so we are run from. You know that inborn impulse there, what me always telling about where me say human born for have challenge. Because without challenge them can't respect themselves. Well, based on the flawed way where people interpret reality, them use that instinct they wrong. You know, like how the girl reject the good man and put him one side even though she say and believe say the type of man that she want. As some most of we believe say we want goodness and a whole overall a goodness we want. And that include music. Yeah man, we believe that. And that is why we reject or avoid the music we have in goodness or anything we organize or follow discipline or a structure. Because we see it as finish and as obvious. And it no need we if we figure it out. So we useless when it come on to them one day. Because now having the mystery and the excitement we come with proof to ourselves so we can solve the puzzle. We make this bad thing or bad music yeah. So bad. Same thing make the so-called good girl like the bad boy. Well, the same so overall. Humans deal with music. And every other thing. In every other area of life. Most of we like the bad music because it's unpredictable. This minute them artists yeah, do show good. And then the next minute them a drink out of them shows or then go to jail. It give the average person a rush. Having something to complain about keep them on them toe and make them feel useful. I try to figure it out. Once it's solved, aka function the right way, it get boring. Because it no longer need them. So on to the next puzzle. And that's why if Andrew lose the next election, because he might have become a good person or Mark Golden get eviler than him. Them have to get something for them cuss and go and bad for feel like them have views. The average person addicted to the drama where them feel to make them relevant. May I tell you that? The spiritually immature can't handle structure. And the same element of chaos and unpredictability there cause good sex, especially between the immature. Worse if other people, man or woman. And that's why an immature girl, which is most of them, nowadays. That's why you see them left a man where have them alone. I forgot to turn a next man side girl.
In the meantime.
In the meantime, you've got a voice note.
Bless bro, this is Jervis. Me here talk on the Chinese geopolitical problem, but I think the Chinese are way better people to deal with than America. And them now play the debt trap game like what America them are doing. And here's why. When the Chinese give a loan, they make sure come supervise how we are spend it. And make sure say them infrastructure they build. If we did a borrow from them before America, I guarantee say Jamaica would have in a much better place. Also, I feel like say a religion and make Jamaica weak, so religion is one of the worst things them will get from slavery, bro. Also, tell me what you think about that video that we sent it with the great Ugandan president Museveni and burn out the African them where bow to the West. And one of the most moral and upright man that me ever seen in Africa, my youth. Remember say him first stand up against the rainbow agenda, you know. Also, more know you think about Russia fight for liberate Africa with them Wagner mercenaries. You know, say them help the black man rise up and overthrow some of them people that will get corrupt by the West. It's a new day for Africa, bro. It's a joy to see them finally rise up and take them place in the earth by force. I feel Russia Africa realest friend for tell you the truth. Because Russia don't need nothing from Africa. Them already have for them own resources like gold and oil and them things. Them have what them need. Russia the only first world country where never yet colonized Africa. Or do Africa with the rest of Europe country them do them. Matter of fact, them even forgive Africa $23 billion debt what day. Tell me what you think about this, bro.
Alright, Jervis. You see that start fryers attitude that when most people, take when they measure people. Really, I'm mash you up still. Yeah, man. I totally understand, how you feel and see how you could have feel so. But your assessment sound cut off from the history and from all the details you could have properly informed your opinion them, you know? So you ask for meetings, so I can tell you, alright. Yes, the answer is yes. I love the uprising. But I can only hope say it remain positive, because as long as money involved, the potential for some serious problem, not never that far yet. And there have always been coups and counter coups, or what the French call coup d'etat in Africa, where one leader oust or overthrow the other. Yeah, man. It's just that most people start focus on Africa after they watch Black Panther. I mean, I talk in general, Jervis. Me not say you. I talk in general. I beg you, please, stop say the Wakanda version of Africa we don't want to see. Stop use the frame of reference there. Africa and a fairy tale. And if you're determined if you use a Wakanda something, they try remember say treachery and backstabbing from even your own was a major theme around through the show too. Don't focus on the elaborate costume them and the black brothers who banded together in a one tribe and make nice and come for help out them next brother. Don't see Africa as that alone. And this is not cynicism, you know. This is realism. And for those who don't know them word what they mean, look them up. It's not say me have a general distrust for the integrity or professed motives of other people. It is for say me have a general understanding of why most of them stay so. And me accept it. And as such, me forgive them behavior easier than people who pretend for not see it or pretend that they not struggle with the same things with them seeing other people. Me not idealistic but not part of human nature. And that's why I can manage it. Because I accept say a part of me too. I'm going to relabel it. I face it and bring it under control. I know say my view when I ask people for see things, for how they are, rather than how they want it to be. It's not a popular view. But whether we like it or not, I'm the only one who can solve a problem. Every other approach further the problem. And funny enough, the same thing what you say about China and how them better to deal with because them actually come supervise. So we do what we say we are going to do with the loan we take from them. It's an argument to me hear one of my brethren with what there. I'm going to say to you again, like me said last episode, whether somebody give you a loan with a high interest rate or them lend you a certain amount with just too much, there is no difference. If you lend money in excess to anybody at all who don't readily have the means to pay, then it work out the same way. High interest or a high amount of money. And China, of course, it make common sense to them to supervise whatever you go bill. Because after you can't pay for it, and them are going to end up and use it. Anyway, so them take for them money bill something where them want where you can't pay for. And you have to give them control of it. At the perfect way. If you beg somebody them country and get it free. And brother, we have to just stop this. Them are we friend now, who rate we and who not. We have to stop that feelings thing there. You have to understand the objective nature of the business. Because if you don't, it eat you alive. Remember me tell you that. Russia no want nothing. And that you say? Everybody wants something, brother. Everybody. The root of international relations between countries are business. This means everybody wants something. All when them say them no want nothing. Believe that. It's just up to you to figure out what them want and make sure that them have something to offer you. So you don't get exploited. Because of only exploitation, with only one side of benefit. It is indeed a fact, brother. Say Putin forgive $23 billion out of African debt. But that not mean I love him do it for and rate things and win rate. No go so, brother. I'm own self-preservation. The first rule of life. I mean say every problem is a maths problem. English are just to help you express the maths. That's it. See the maths here. If Russia have a war with Ukraine, we cost them I estimated $500 million to $1 billion per day to maintain. Why the war last so long? Because the West provide help to Ukraine against Russia. We realize say them are going to run out of money if them keep it up. So what Putin do? He have to disarm the West. How him do it? He have to go with the raw material, uranium, etc. We make the weapon and various technological advancement where the West are used against him. A chess game, you know. Which part him have to go? If he want to stop the creation of them weapon that we are used against him. Now the parts of Africa, we are provide the material and make them weapon there. So Putin simply just go down there go offer all kind of help to the main African country them, where the West need in order to back Ukraine. Further on in IMATs. For nearly $1 billion a day to sustain the war. You know, things by forgiving $23 billion worth of African debt and get them to ally with him instead of the West. That saved Putin hundreds of billions. For the hundreds of days where him foresee or speculate said it left in the war. And not 23 days left in the war. Me I tell you that. And you mentioned the Wagner Group. And for those who don't know who that is, the Wagner Group, according to Council of Foreign Affairs, or CFR.org, is a prominent Kremlin-linked private military company. Wagner is a complex network of businesses and mercenary groups whose operations have been closely tied to the Russian military and intelligence community. The Wagner Group has established operations in several countries where many of its operations focus on security issues. It has often provided security services and paramilitary assistance and launched disinformation campaigns for troubled regimes in exchange for resource and concessions and diplomatic support. What is concession? For those who don't know, a preferential allowance or rate given by an organization. For example, tax concessions, tax cut. The next one is the right to use land or other property for a specified purpose, granted by a government, company, or controlling body. Still, so them no want nothing. We all look on as a political chess game, brother. And brother, the worst thing the slave master give you was not religion. The worst thing with them ever give you was their mind. A mind will fuck up every good or useful thing because of how it interpret it. And this include religion. Come I can say again, religious consciousness, just like breathing, is a part of every human. Because again, the oldest civilization where you can find on the earth would be cut off from one another. The whole of them leave a story written in stone, sometimes quite literally, about a god or something higher than them. So I can say again, the worst thing them give you them mind. With the same way how them see and interpret success and go about getting it. Just like them, the majority will believe, so if we plunder, thief and take away and colonize and backstab, the mind will actually believe, so the whole of them dirty action there, logical, and that this is what it means to be strong. Want me to do me wrong? How much people read the 48 laws of power and I say the greatest thing? Why not? Take people credit and walk over them and destroy them, draw them down at all costs and put yourself up by top. And that is logical. But any human who dare to be a good person in practice is a pussy, him weak. When you find something wrong with that, what mind would I perceive goodness as such? Only a devil. And the reality, they often force good people for the wicked things when evil people want to walk over them. And you just stand up one side and I say, them can't just done the war. But one of them are the aggressor and the other one are self-preserve. How you know the difference? You have to have time. Almost nobody now have that. But them have an opinion though. Not too straight. But yeah man, if you believe, if your mindset is manipulate, deceive and destroy, it make you no different from the people you are complaining about. And I just frig up every African, whether diaspora or otherwise. Most of we believe so we forget things easy. Instant gratification. As a government for be with parents we do everything for it. Like in Africa case where most of them just believe, so the West for be them parents and use them own African resources for them. Instead of them put the structure together and use it for themselves. Because them have the same one over the other mindset. And that's why every man will come to try to enforce the discipline and build a structure, them kill them. Whether Patrice Lumumba, Thomas Sankara, you name it. Research them name there. I want to see what go on with them. Forgive me if my love repeat too much, they're the same rules. They're on every level. You think that different? From when you have when a regular man have a solid vision to make something great. And everybody around him, I fight the vision. And when him fight the vision and make it work. He have to turn up strong for the same people them not kill him and take it. Alright, I'm going to play the Museveni video where you send come give me. Yoweri Museveni is the president of Uganda.
Europe is lost. So they also want us to be lost. But in order to fight, we must be patriotic. If we are parasitic in the mind of a parasite, there's no way you can fight. That's how you become a prostitute. Because you fear to sacrifice, you fear difficulties. Somebody says, I will give you money if you become a prostitute. those who like easy life end up as prostitutes. And that's what they want us to be. They want Africa to be prostitutes. Do what we don't believe in because we want money.
All right, undoubtedly, there's a lot to be respected and a lot to admire about that brother. Him stand up to the rainbow agenda, but them a push down the world short, and that is admirable. You do what you want to do in your country, don't bring it in our country. Me back that a strength. When a man rather dead pon him foot than walk through the world pon him knee. Just a quote, Michael Manley, by the way. All right, yes, that a strength. But sadly, strength can only last and be consistent when it built on a foundation of integrity, self-examination, admittance of fault. Where may I go with this? Alright, so based on what I'm saying in that video there, well, most people don't know. Maybe you don't know it too, Jervis. Museveni himself, where you rate, are the same prostitute where him a name out. But I bet him think for him prostitution or something different. I bet them a prostitute and him a just a businessman who just a make a difficult choice in the face of a dilemma when him a shake for him political booty for America in the name of US dollars. Me nah knock no human being hustle, me no know where they go through. Maybe him did fall in a position where sometime you have to be the whore before you can own the whorehouse. But see part of what me hate, because it make people can't change. And at the part of them come talk like them record clean from them band. It's not that you can't have a fault, but you go over it like it never happened. And you just rewrite history for match the new story there. Yeah man, you start the story right at the part where you start to have sense. And never dumb, yet never stupid yet. Yeah man, it's not a good look when them cannot admit. Say them was the same thing where them a condemn before them a condemn it. Most people don't know say, and Museveni, the Ugandan president, sell out Gaddafi. Alright, me now go talk, watch this.
After Amin was overthrown in 1980, Uganda decided to organize an election to choose its next leader. The result did not favor Museveni, so he would do what any other power-hungry person would do. He claimed the elections were rigged and that it was unfair. This dragged Uganda into a civil war between Museveni and the other opposition. Museveni and his army ran short of weapons and ammunition during this war. He would need help from somewhere. He just had to win this war. He was too power-hungry. So what did he do? He had to look for help. He approached no other but the US and the UK for arms help. His request was turned down because of his closeness with Muhammad Gaddafi. He then went to Gaddafi, the closest friend of his country. Gaddafi never hesitated. Gaddafi gave him all the help he needed, gave him military supplies, and he emerged victorious. Gaddafi gave his support on several occasions, including the Ugandan Civil War of 1986, which Museveni still emerged victorious. After the defeat of Paul Kawanga Samogarier, Libya trained Museveni's military. In fact, Museveni even named his secret intelligence agency after its Libyan counterparts. That's how much love and support Gaddafi showed Museveni.
And after all of that, 1989 changed everything. Alright, watch this.
For more than 10 years after this, Gaddafi stood as the most popular advocate for this union. Still, in 1989, he came up with the idea of the United States of Africa, which he envisaged will have a single currency and military. The African Union, according to him, was to be used as a facilitator for this dream of his. Roughly 15% of the money used to finance projects of the African Union came from Libya during Gaddafi's reign. This, however, was a scary idea to Western powers and some African leaders, who thought this will distort their prestige, influence, and position in the continent. The idea brought division among African leaders on the matter. Surprisingly, Yoweri Museveni was also against this idea. Museveni was a man that Gaddafi had helped a lot in the past and even made him gain much power in Uganda. He had invested a lot in his country and backed him in times of need. Why did Museveni disagree with Gaddafi's idea of creating the United States of Africa? First, it was a threat to his grip on power in Uganda.
So I'm aware of Mr. Gaddafi's approaches and efforts to get a foothold in your part of Africa and all. And I just like to intervene and caution.
He appreciated Gaddafi's take in a flattery manner, but did not actually fight for the course. He refused to be ruled by another leader. It will either be him or no one else. Secondly, Museveni's power was becoming much felt in the region, and in this position, he served the interest of the West through military actions in countries like Somalia. He also provided intellectual support to the CIA leaders.
Mr. President, I started fighting Gaddafi before you started. What? I started fighting Gaddafi before you started.
With this, he prioritized the interest of the West before those of his African compatriots.
Priorities of who? The West. But other people are prostitutes, you know. The man tell Reagan, say, boy, him start fight Gaddafi long before him. The uncontrolled ego of mankind's biggest problem. The man am focus on them up tapness and how it all lily down. And people stop praise them as top of the pops. So look how he mash up Gaddafi now.
Museveni had convinced Gaddafi that the United States president at the time, George Bush, removed sanctions on Libya and will carry out investment in his country if he destroyed his weapons of mass destruction.
After him scrap him nuclear program now, him find out say, a lie Museveni tell. Bush now move no sanction. And what happened next?
This was Gaddafi's greatest mistake that led to his downfall. He did not own a strong nuclear weapon that could neutralize native forces. Museveni since then has been trying to step into Gaddafi's shoes to champion African unity in finance and security. He is strong in some areas, but he lacks the charisma and financial power to carry out this project. He might not be supported even if he achieves this. Even the West will not, because it is the same reason they fought Gaddafi. In 2021, during one of his speeches, Museveni mentioned that the plans of the Western powers were narrow ones, and surprisingly, these are the same people that he had sold Gaddafi to.
Sell out the man and start the war? The same United States of Africa, with himself at the head. I respect whole heap of things with him though. Whole heap of things with him achieve, but him can't get me signature. Till him big enough. If he can candidly speak when do wrong. No human no clean, but you're even dirtier when you can't admit it. The long and short of this, Jervis, is that we have to start see humans capable of anything when we see them. Stop romanticize human being. And just because them do something bad today, no means that them can't change tomorrow. We have to just make sure so them not get to rewrite history and pretend so them never make no mistake from them born. And a hatred when you call them out for do that, you know. Actually the greatest act of love. Because let me tell you, so when the Bible said the truth shall set you free, hear what it really means. You see the energy and effort where you have to put in to keeping a lie going, it destroys the quality of your life, you know. Just when you can admit certain things, it free you. It free you from the excessive energy there, where you suck the life out of your life. The anxiety there, the worry there about what people think. So no ego make me ask people if you do that, you know. I love more you're free from the bondage there, where you take for hide shit. And when it comes to them Jamaica, China, America, geopolitical war between Africa and who Africa take side with and all kind of madness, let me tell you something. In every business, because that's what it is again, me I'll tell you. We have to learn to be spiritually and emotionally intelligent. We have to think objective and left out feelings. And left the try study who like you or hate you out of it. You don't think it easier for instead of bust your brain and figure out who have evil or good intention. If you just set yourself in a way, in a relationship, business or otherwise, where you benefit, no matter what. Because I try to figure out who is who, something they're going to bring a negative energy when not normal, you know. Because I straight round the clock anxiety that. Look on it like they with relationship. I same way too much how we go crazy I try to figure out people's intention and that make it unpleasant for their own, you know. So if you have a good relationship, focus on your objective, where you want, and demand where you want, while giving the next person where them want. Once you get where you want, it make it pleasant for their own. Another way that you get more out of the relationship. Matters not what them want to do. Them can't use you as long as you make sure so them useful. Problem solved. Nobody no independent. We all need to work with other people for survival no matter which level of life. As usual, purple people, big up on yourself. And remember, if you don't listen, you can't learn. And you can't learn if you already think you know.
In the meantime, 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 in between time. meantime, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time. Time.